Hey guys, this is Dueling Potato here. I recently saw the train support, so I started messing around with it, and I turned out to like it. I recorded a couple of replays, and we're going to go through them. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the replays with some commentary, and then I'm going to give you my deck list and my overall thoughts of the deck. So, we're going to start playing against Neospatians. Now, the reason I showed you this combo here is because the deck, if your opponent does not have a disruption, most of the times they will just straight up lose, because there is a combo that pops one card and does exactly 8k. So it's going into Daracrane with Gustav Max, burning for 2k, and then using the new Juggernaut Libre to attack for 6k directly to the face. So next replay, we are playing against Dark Magicians. Now this deck, this replay shows playing it through bricking, basically. So we do 2 Veiler, or Ash Veiler, and then 2 Speedy Express. So we use the Ash and the Veiler, and we have a Chalice set. So we're going to have to take the 16k to the face, but that's okay, because next turn we draw a normal summon. So we normal summon Railcar to get Daracrane, and we special summon a Bullet Liner. So now we go into Sky Palace, and we do this because we can pop 2 cards on their field, and if we pop the Eternal Soul, it blows up their monsters. So we get him down to 1k, and we go into Genius. Now the reason we go into Genius is so we can get the add back with Bullet Liner and the Ruffian Railcar Search. So we Chalice the Apprentice Illusion Magician, and he can't really play anymore other than just attacking into us, which is fine, because next turn we have it set up to where we can just Gustav Max him for 2k, which is what we do, and we burn him to death. So the next replay we are playing the mirror match. So this is about one of the best turn 1 openings, is Dora. The only way that it could be better is equipped with Daracrane. So we go into our Gustav Max to burn him for 2k and to force the Dora protection. We then go into Libre and just swing over the Dora, so he has to start building his resources again. So he gets his Knight back. He goes into Switchyard to get Daracrane, and he goes into his own Gustav Max to burn and pop, which is fine because we have the Veiler to make sure his Libre does not get huge like ours did. So Bullet Liner is really cool because he makes recycling a lot easier. So we summon our Daracrane and our Knight, and we go into our own Gustav Max and burn him, pop his Libre, and then we can just swing for game there. So this shows how good Speedy Liner is, because he makes recycling your deck a lot easier, along with resolving Ruffian Railcar is really good. So for this last replay, we are playing against a Cosmo player. This is another kind of the first replay, where if you see, we kind of feel bad for this Cosmo player, because here he allures a blind, and he doesn't draw a dark. So here, him summoning a monster is probably wrong because of Urgent Schedule. But if you wouldn't know, we have that. Urgent Schedule is, I feel like, the main reason this deck is getting good, because special summoning 2 monsters from deck is just bonkers. And also his limiter removal at 2, which doesn't seem like a very good thing. So, let's get on to the deck profile. So we have 3 Night Express Knight, 3 Bullet Liner, and 3 Daracrane. These are our only level 10s. The reason we aren't running Exodius or the Cyber End Dragon is because of Speedy Express Bullet Liner. He says that all monsters you control have to be Earth machines, so that really limits what we can run for level 10s. So we also run the 3 Ruffian Railcar just because he's the best searcher of the deck. We also run 3 of the Flying Pegasus because he's probably the best normal summon outside of Night Express Knight, plus a Daracrane. Hand traps, we run 6. 2 Ash, 2 Bell, 2 Veiler. That's just my standard lineup. It's either 2 Valor or 2 Ogre, but I feel like Valor is better in this deck, just because we want to stun our opponent. 3 Desires, because we need to draw into our cards because we're a rogue deck. 1 Game Charge. Upstart for that consistency, because a lot of the really the only combo for direct for 8k is Gustav Max into Libre. So the 1000 really doesn't matter for our opponent as much. 2 Terraforming to get into Switchyard. Switchyard is really cool because he's Rhoda for anything with a discard. For any level 10 Earth Machine, so we can get whatever of these 3 cards we need to get. Monster Reborn, because it's Monster Reborn. Limiter Removal, because drawing Limiter Removal is game, pretty much. 2 Forbidden Chalice, it's another semi-hand trap, and the fact that it disrupts our opponent. And Chalice plus Night Express Knight is a 3.4k attacker. Urgent Schedule is really good. This is probably one of the best cards in the deck. Like I said, special summoning 2 monsters from the deck for free is really good. But what's really cool is you can special summon Ruffian Railcar and either Daracrane or Bullet Liner. And Daracrane or Ruffian Railcar will get sent to grave, and you get to search off of that. And if you summon Bullet Liner and detach him, you get the add back. And if you summon Daracrane and you Xyz and detach him, you get the pop. So it gets you into your resources, and it gets you pluses among that. And then finally, for the 40th card, we run 1 Rivalry. For this deck, if you're forced to go first, I would side triple Rivalry and triple Gozen, because with Speedy Liner, or Speedy Express Bullet Liner, you have to run Earth Machines anyways. So the Earth make it Gozen, and the Rivalries for machines. Rivalry is really strong against Sky Strikers. But Gozen is even stronger against Sky Strikers. Now onto the extra deck, we run the Spider Package, just because it's really good. We run 1 Abyss Dweller, because the decks like BA and True Draco really hurt this deck, because this deck is kind of fragile on its own, and we can use the Runway Railcar Flying Pegasus effect to make any other Earth Machine level 4, and we can overlay into Abyss Dweller. We run 2 of the Libre, because we don't need to go into 3 of him. 2 Sky Palace, you can cut this down to 1 if you want. He's another target to go into Libre, and this is really cool because with Daracrane you get to pop 2 cards your opponent controls, and you burn them for 1,000, which gets you to your win con of swinging directly in the face more often. 3 Dora, he's your best card going first. He's really good, but I think honestly, now that we have this Juggernaut Libre, I think Gustav Max is even better, because he gets you to that win con of lowering your opponent's life to 0 so much faster. And then finally for links, we run 1 Genius and 1 Radiant. It's just utility. If you draw something like Soul Charge, you're going to want to go into as many things. If you want to make more than 1 rank 10, you can. So that's the video, guys. Like if you like it, subscribe. Be sure to click that bell to get notified when I post another video. Tell me what you think about this deck. I'm really interested. See you guys later. Bye.
Whee!